Happy 2021, everybody. What are your goals? What are your resolutions? That is exactly what we will be talking about today. It's a simple guide towards reaching your goals. Hi, my name is Botobala saying thank you very much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, please do like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, please like the page, follow the page, and do all the nice things. And it is Botobala saying on both platforms, so just feel free to skip to either one of them, right? So today we are talking resolutions and our goals and everything surrounding that. We are trying to break everything down so that our goals don't feel as far-fetched as they seem to be, because they really aren't. Our goals are just here. You just have to know what to do every single day that will build up to what you are trying to achieve, right? So what I've been doing, this girl right here has been going into her years just in J. I've been resolutionally haphazard. Good, it's really been bad because I just went into my years no resolutions whatsoever, and I had hoped that I'll take my opportunities as they come. And they didn't, because I had no plan. I didn't know what to do. So I just realized it's a game. Let's just sit down and plan this whole thing out, né? And maybe it will actually work out, right? So I was reading this book, Steve Harvey, and he was saying something to the ladies, and he was telling them that there are these 5 questions that you should ask a male before you all go into a relationship and it's all nice and mnati, and he said something. I'll just talk about 2 of them because those are the ones that are relating to what we're talking about today. Ask him his long-term goals. Those are the 10 plus years from now. And then ask him his short-term goals, which is 3 to 5 years, right? And I was thinking, oh, this is nice. That would be a very interesting conversation, hear what other people have to say. And then I thought to myself, but what if he answers it real good, Nj? It's all nice, Nj. He gives you all these nice answers, and at the end of it all, he's like, yeah, so what are your goals? What are you intending to achieve in the next 3 years, the next 5 years? And you don't know what to say, because you never actually sat down to prepare or to draw a map out for your life or what you want to achieve. So I thought, it's a game. Let's just sit down and do this for ourselves and see where it actually leads. So it's very important that you draw your long-term goals, what you plan to achieve 10 or more years from now, 10 years from now, and the short-term goals, which are your 3 to 5 years goals. And those are the goals that will actually help you. I feel like I won't go much into the long-term goals. The short-term goals, the 3 to 5 years goals. Those are the goals that help you to actually break down the next 3 years or the next 5 years to help you try and achieve what you're trying to achieve. So let's say, for example, with your short-term goals, you in 3 to 5 years you want to have renovated the house at your place. Those short-term goals will help you see, okay, no sharp, by the end of 2021 I would have saved enough up for, let's say, renovating the living room, and by next year I would have done 2 bedrooms, and so on and so forth. And those New Year's resolutions, you can see what they are building up towards reaching your short-term goals. Now, even your New Year's resolutions need to be broken down so that you don't just wake up and it's December and you haven't achieved anything. You're like, oh my God. So what I found getting New Year's resolution is that it's important to, with people who are starting off like Bonayana with the resolutions, it's important to see that there's different types of goals that you can set. Well, not types of goals, but different aspects of your life that you need to set goals for. Your spiritual life, don't forget Jesus, or anything that is spiritual to you. Don't forget your physical goals, your spiritual, physical, financial, social. There's so many different aspects of your life that you can set. Don't find yourself just focusing on money and you don't care about your health. Once you're done with the different aspects of your life and you are compiling all of these to be your resolutions, your actual resolutions, and you're just writing them down, you need to make sure that they are what we call SMART goals. They are SMART, right? We did this in school. They are specific, they are measurable, they are attainable, they are realistic, and they are timely. You need to make sure that when you're drawing your goals, they are quite specific. By the end of 2021, I am supposed to have done, you see now you're putting in the timely aspect. You are specific and they are measurable and attainable. Don't draw goals that are out of this world. You're saying you'll be going to the gym 12 times a week. How? Kanjani. Please be realistic, because if you're not realistic and they are not attainable, then that's the one thing that's going to lead you to be beating yourself up and feeling like, it's not again, this year was such a horrible year, I didn't attain anything that I wanted to do, because they were not attainable to start with. So do something that is very, very doable and you can follow up with it. You can get to do what you want to do, So since we are trying to make this whole resolutions thing as doable as possible, I broke my calendar down to 4 pieces, like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That by March I should have achieved goal number 1, 7, and 9. And what's the second quarter? March, April, May, June. That I'm supposed to have achieved goal number 2, 3, and 4, stuff like that, so that you don't find yourself at the end of the year and you have these 9 goals that you still haven't achieved, and it's so much pressure, it's just pressing down on you. So that's why I broke mine down into 4 quarters, so you can try that as well. And then also, so that I don't just find myself and I haven't yet done anything and I'm trying to achieve everything that I was supposed to achieve in this quota and it's already March, I also broke it down some more. So let's say I'm trying to read 2 books every month, so I need to make sure that I have broken down everything. I am reading a few chapters every day or a chapter every day, something that will help me by the end of the month. I'm like, okay, no, here are the 2 books that I've read, instead of waiting for the last week of the month and I'm just starting the first book, you know what I mean? So it's important that you keep breaking it down. So it's very nice that we have these daily habits that we are trying to incorporate into this whole thing, but also there are some goals that you can't monitor on a daily basis. Like for example, if you're trying to save a certain amount every single month towards a certain thing, then you can't be doing that on a daily basis. And if you haven't if you haven't put it into your daily habits, then it's quite easy by the end of the month you've forgotten all about that particular goal. So for me, I went to my calendar again and I went to a specific date. It could be the 27th for me, the 30th for you, the 33 for you. So just go to your calendar, find a date that is more suitable for you, and then mark it and set a reminder for save or saving time or whatever it is that you need to do on a monthly basis, or review your budget, stuff like that. Just go to a specific date on your calendar, set a reminder, and make sure you go down to your settings, set it for every month. Right, so that was such a mouthful, and I feel like it's an assignment to you. If you haven't tried writing down your resolutions or anything, let us try this, because it's for the betterment of my life, it's for the betterment of your life. We are doing this for ourselves. We are making our lives an investment. So let's try this. Can we do a recap? After you've gathered all the information from the different aspects of your life, make sure that your goals are SMART. They are attainable, they are specific and measurable, and make sure they are timely. And by timely, we mean that they need to have a specific date to them. So for example, you are going to get your calendar, divide your year into 4, January to March, April to June, and so on and so forth, and make sure that by each quarter you have achieved certain goals. And then for you to be able to achieve these goals in that particular quota, make sure that you are enrolling certain habits into your daily life to make sure that they are leading towards what you're trying to achieve. And then those goals that you can't monitor on a daily basis, go to your calendar, find a specific date, and then set the reminder that will help you to keep track of certain things like saving and so on and so forth. And that is it from me. My name is Botobale Saying on Facebook, Botobale Saying on YouTube. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Like and follow the page. And thank you.